Hi, this is Valerie Graham, and welcome back to this episode of Natural Bliss. Today we're going to be talking about the age of your skin in terms of photo-aging, which is not the same as chronological aging, but it tells you there are 4 classifications. These were developed by a dermatologist, and it tells you where you stand as far as wrinkles, fine lines, things like that. So they give us guidelines, and the 4 categories break down into the first one is type 1, and this is 20s to 30s, or maybe 20 to 25 these days. I personally think that the ozone layer is being depleted, and that is allowing more sun to filter through, which makes for earlier sun damage in your skin. We're seeing sun damage in people that are just 20 these days. It's crazy. So you really have to watch the sun damage. And this is all about, photo-aging is all about sun damage. 90% of your wrinkles in your skin come from the sun. The type 2, which is over here, we start to see some fine lines. We see some aging around the eyes. They give us a guideline of 30s to 40s. Type 3, over here, that's a little bit more advanced. That's called wrinkles at rest. So when you're in type 2, you might smile and you might see some fine lines and wrinkles around your eyes, but when your face is not smiling, you might not see any wrinkles. Type 3, you're going to see wrinkles when your face is at rest. And type 4 is where it's all wrinkles. And normally we say 60s to 70s, but I'll explain in a second where chronological age doesn't really play a part in this. So, what should we do? You really want to start with the prevention as early as possible. So things that are going to prevent, hyaluronic acid is great. Keep that up in your skin. Oxygen is great. Vitamins A and C. You want very mild. Don't use anything too abrasive. When you get into type 2, now we're prevention, but with a little bit of moderate correction. So you're going to use things, you're going to introduce a few more things like the antioxidants A and C. You're going to keep going with those, but we're going to introduce resveratrol, polyphenols, the more potent antioxidants, glutathione. Going to slow down the sun damage. Now, when you start at level 1, you really want to use that sunscreen because you want to keep out of the sun as much as possible, and that's going to prevent you from going into the further categories. When we get down to level 3, over here, you're going to want to get to more advanced correction methods. This is really prevention and advanced treatment. So you're going to use repair and higher levels of exfoliation. So you're going to start with some chemical peels or light peels. Gradually reduce the fine lines and wrinkles in your skin. And then when you get to your level 4 here, which none of us want to get to level 4, we want to do as much as we can to stay out of that level as long as possible. That's going to involve maybe some deeper peels, some lactic acid peels, a series of peels that go on for a set amount of time depending on what your esthetician or your dermatologist recommend. Use products that are going to supplement your skin. They're going to give you a lot of hydration. You want to build collagen. So all of those things come into play. So what can we do? Start really early with the sun prevention. Okay, I've seen people that are in their 20s that actually can go to levels 2 and level 3, which is crazy. However, there's also people like me. I've worked in the skincare business since I was 16. I started at a local department store at the Estee Lauder and Lancome counter. So I've always taken very good care of my skin. And I'm in my mid-50s, but I probably fall into 2 or a low level of 3 category. I don't have that many wrinkles. People look at my skin and say, wow, you look fabulous, and I love your skin, I want your skin, I'm going to come to you for a facial. So those are some things that you can do. You want to try to stay out of this level as long as you can. Home care, you're going to use the same type of things. Mild exfoliations, you're going to progress a little deeper with your exfoliation as you move on down the line. Take good care of your skin though, as long as possible. You want to stay up in these categories. We want to stay out of level 4. So this is Valerie Graham with some tips on how to keep your skin young and healthy. I'll see you next week. Thank you so much.